Right, so as I said, we need to kind of design this to make it look a bit better. I mean, the first thing we can do to do that is associate this page with our usual style sheet. That'll give it the tables their default look. So if I click on the source tab, and then inside the head area, I'll just make a bit of space inside the head area, drag our CSS file from the side into it, and then if we click back again on the design tag, then we've got something which looks like this, which is not particularly elegant to look at, frankly, but it will do really, and it'll just make things a lot quicker if I just leave it like this, really, for the purpose of this tutorial. Okay, so now we've got that. We know that this part is going to be fixed. It's only going to happen once. We've got the author title and the abstract to appear there. Underneath there, we should have essentially a list of all the postings made about this paper. And what I'm going to do to actually do that is there's a wonderful tool in ASP.NET called the repeater control, which is a fantastic thing because essentially what it allows you to do is to specify what is called a data source, and then it will just basically repeat its look as it cycles through all of the records that you've returned from the database. Okay, so it is a wonderful thing. So I'll show you that, and then at the end we need to have this bit here, which is going to be posting to the discussion board itself. So this is the crucial part here. So I'm going to leave this right to the very end, the actual appearance of the text of the article itself. What I'm going to concentrate on particularly now is about this, the discussion, the username, and the posting body, and probably also here you would have the title. You'd also have maybe the date of the posting as well. Okay, so we'll probably have all of that, and username and image here, and the posting body. For some reason I can't seem to alter the size of these tables. For some reason it won't allow me to. But anyway, that doesn't matter, we'll leave it for that for now. Okay, so as I say, what we need to do is add a repeater. So if you go to the toolbox, okay, and you go down through data, you'll see there is the repeater. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the repeater on the page here. Okay, it's a data. It's now the repeater. Typically in the past where we've chosen our data source, we're using a technique which is known as data binding. Okay, to do that. But in this case, we don't want to actually fix the precise data source because it's going to depend. What we're actually going to show is dependent on what article ID has been passed from the mobile standards.aspx page. So we can't really give it a fixed data source, which we're going to establish right at the very beginning, because it's going to be dynamic. Every time you go to this page from a different link, you'll get a different set of records appearing. So, but what we'll do is we put the repeater on the page. Let's go into the source now and see how that is represented there. Let me hide the toolbox for a while. Okay, there it is. ASP repeater, ID repeater 1, run out server. Okay. Now then, what we'll do is programmatically we will give that what is called a data source. Okay, but this is the part here which is going to be repeated over and over again, isn't it? The title of the discussion posting and the date of the posting, the username of the person posting and with their image, and then the posting body. So if you think about it, all of this table is going to be repeated over and over again. So now let us move this this paragraph tag here and this one here, and we'll put the repeater around all of that stuff that is going to be repeating. Okay, so we put the repeater around it like that. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is the repeater has three basic areas that has, if I open it, you can see there by pressing the angle bracket, I get the list of them. There's the footer template, the header template, and the item template. Well, the most crucial one of all is the item template. We're only going to really be using that. The item template is the one which will enclose that amount of code which is going to get repeated for every record in the table that is returned. Okay, so now what I've done there is we created the ASP repeater, and then around all this table stuff here, this is where things are going to get repeated per record. Okay. Now then, I suppose the question then which requires asking is, well, what actually will make these kind of things appear dynamically, representing to the record that we're looking at? Okay. Well, there is a if you imagine that, once in the code behind, we will actually assign a data source to this repeater object. Once that has been assigned, there are kind of special ways of getting hold of the precise fields per record of in this whole bit of code. So, for example, the title, what we can actually write is this. So, title of discussion post, we can write instead of that, we can write that. Okay, eval title. Okay, so what we're saying is, give me the title of, give me the title field from the record that is being repeated here. Okay, and we can also do that with the date and things like that. So let's kind of, I can't remember exactly the name of the field we created in here for the date. There's it's called posting date. There it is. Okay, so let's go into here and replace the date of the posting, that text, with this bit of text. Again, it's angle bracket % hash eval, and then that it says posting date. Okay, so essentially this kind of % hash eval takes that named field from the currently being traversed record. Okay, so then the other values, well, username and image. I mean, that's my fault. I forgot to put an image field into that table. So instead, what we're going to do is just put eval username. So let's put that here. So eval username, and finally there's going to be the posting body. So again, it's going to be very simple. Eval body. Okay. So now that we've got those values in, these things, however, only have relevance as long as we manage to assign a data source to the repeater 1 control. We're just going to the design view now and see what it kind of looks like now. You'll see that when it's being previewed in the design, you've got these fields now saying data bound, data bound, data bound, data bound. So these are things, if you like, the discussion postings are going to be visually represented here, and in order to do that, we're going to then have to associate the data with the repeater. Okay, so now let's get on to that. Okay.